All right, hey everybody, we're going to do a really quick game here. Just came from Bernie's 1914 broadcast. It's really good. Guys, go over there, check out the channel. Give him a lot of love. Um, Bernie doing his first live broadcast of an Out of the Park 24 game. And as he has found out, and I have told you guys, Out of the Park is a little bit trickier to call than Action PC and a lot of other games because it plays more quickly and there are other things. Anyhow, do this quickly because Steve Tate is going to be coming on after this, probably about an hour. So if this game goes extras, we're going to play it out. We'll just auto play it when it reaches the ninth, or if we hit about the hour mark. So I don't want to spend too much time. Steve is going to be updating you on a great project he's working with, an F-ball project with Chris Slovic. So let's get right into the action. Today's going to be the Atlanta Braves against the Washington Nationals. This will be opening day for both teams, and we'll see Greg Maddux versus Steven Strasburg. So let's go to it. All right. For the Braves, we will see Herman Long, Tommy Holmes, Hugh Duffy, Freddie Freeman, Chipper Jones, Eddie Matthews, Joe Torre, Bobby Lowe, and Greg Maddux. For the Washington Nationals, it would be Tim Raines, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero, Bryce Harper, Gary Carter, Ron Fairley, Anthony Rendon, who has a weird batting stance, Jose Vidro, and Steven Strasburg. All right, temperature game time. We're on our way to the District of Columbia. It is 51 degrees, the wind blowing out to left at 8 miles per hour. So these right-handed hitters should love that little bit of assistance. Let's get to it. All right. And we're going to switch up this view really quickly of the ballpark. That'll work because we're just working quickly. So again, give Bernie Strom some love, guys. All right. Herman Long will lead it off here. Again, opening day, so no stats for these guys yet. Let's do a quick fly around here of... Oh, we're not going to do it. Here's the pitch. All right, and Herman Long opens it up with a bunt. Strasburg fielding it and fires over to Ron Fairley to get Herman Long by a step. That brings up Tommy Holmes. So Strasburg into the line. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Holmes. Holmes cuts on this one. High pop fly on the infield. This is looking like a dead ball game. Can you believe it? And getting under it, making the catch is the kid, Gary Carter. So 2 up, 2 down now for the great Hall of Famer, Hugh Duffy. Strasburg with the 0-2 pitch to Duffy. Duffy swings, and this one popped foul ground, third base side. Running over, making the catch is Gary Carter. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first. The Braves nothing, and the Nationals coming to bat. Tim Raines will lead it off, followed by Juan Soto and Vladimir Guerrero. Raines bats from the left. Greg Maddux ready to deal. Here's the pitch to Tim Raines, the wind, and Raines swings. High fly ball left field, but the Park's going to hold this one, but it's going to bounce all the way to the wall in right field. Tim Raines is going for 3. He's turned on the Jets, and no need for him to slide. He is safe. So Tim Raines with a leadoff triple, and here is Juan Soto. Lefty stands in. You'll see some face gen for these newer teams. I haven't downloaded new player photos yet. I shall. Maddux working out of a stretch. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Soto swings. This one grounded to short. That will get a run in. Juan Soto picking up the RBI as Tim Raines comes in to score in the Washington Nationals with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Vladimir Guerrero now steps to the plate. Bases empty. 1 in for Washington. Maddux into the windup and the 2-2 pitch to Guerrero. And Vlad, big swing and a miss. And that a little cutter there by Greg Maddux, one of the most scientific pitchers ever. All right, batting in the cleanup spot is Bryce Harper. Greg Maddux, the payoff pitch. And Harper looks at ball 4. So the sinker just missing inside by Maddux and a runner aboard. And here comes the kid, Gary Carter. Good power, decent contact. The 2-2 pitch. Gary Carter, swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. However, Washington picks up a run and they leave one. We go to the top of the second. It's the Nationals 1, the Braves nothing. It'll be Freddie Freeman, Chipper Jones, and Eddie Matthews due up. We do have a DH in this league. All right, Strasburg deals. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Freeman, big cut and a miss. Nice curveball there by Strasburg for the first out of the inning. Chipper Jones now in there. Chipper Jones playing DH tonight. Here's the delivery. And Chipper Jones, weak little grounder to second, taking it on one hop is Jose Vidro, and he will fire on to Ron Fairley for the 4-3 putout. So 2 away here for the second greatest third baseman of all time, Eddie Matthews. Scary hitter. Superb power, excellent contact. Strasburg has the sign from Gary Carter. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Strasburg. And this one high and deep, and this ball is history. Eddie Matthews goes yard 361 feet. The Braves tied up here in the top of the second, so the Washington Nationals lead was short-lived. We are knotted at 1. Let's have a quick look at that blast from Eddie Matthews. Strasburg coming with a curveball that just hung up there in the zone, and Eddie got all of it. Touch 'em all, Mr. Matthews. All right. Joe Torre now catching. All right, yep. Aaron Reed says, I get here, and Eddie Matthews says, kaboom. Strasburg deals to Joe Torre to count even at 2-2. Torre, swing and a miss. So the Braves get a run on the Eddie Matthews home run, and they tie it up. We are knotted at 1 as we head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Ron Fairley to lead it off. Anthony Rendon and Jose Vidro. Greg Maddux has whiffed 2, struck out 1. The 1-1 pitch to Ron Fairley. Fairley cuts on this one, and this one slashed up the middle for a base hit. And Ron Fairley rounds first, but he will hold. Big turn there. Fairley not going to run on the arm of Hugh Duffy. All right, here's Anthony Rendon. The 1-2 pitch to Rendon. Rendon swings, and this one a gapper into right center. And this one's going to be off the wall. Rendon is going to have himself a double. Hugh Duffy hits the cutoff man. Ron Fairley thought about home, but again, strong arm out there by Hugh Duffy in center field. That brings up Vidro with 2 down and 2 in scoring position. Fairley at third, Rendon at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jose Vidro. Vidro swings, and this is going to be a little flare into right field, base hit. Vidro has himself an RBI double, and the Nationals jump back in the lead as Ron Fairley scores. It's Washington 2, Atlanta 1. Trey Turner now, shortstop, will bat. Runners at the corners, Rendon at third, Vidro at first. Maddux out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. And this one, little grounder to first, and that's going to go 3-6, and that is all. Another run will come in. Anthony Rendon scores in Washington very quickly now, plating 2 in the bottom of the second. It's 3-1, and I am hurrying this game so that we can get to Steve Tate's broadcast. I'm even going to hang out for a little while. It's F-ball, but Steve and Chris, they're 2 of my heroes here, so they're wankers, but I love them. What can I say? Tim Raines 1-for-1. Trey Turner with speed on at first. 3-1 your score. 1 down, bottom of the second. Greg Maddux with the 1-1 delivery. Cut on, and this one, just a little grounder to second. They will get the lead runner. So Tim Raines with incredible speed is on first. 2 down, 2 in for Washington. Juan Soto, he is 0-for-1 with a run batted in. Maddux checks the speedy Raines at first. The count even at 2-2. Swung on, and this should get out of the inning. Ground ball to second. Bobby Lowe making the pickup and the throw to first for the out. However, the Nats pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, and 1 man left. We go to the top of the third. The Nationals 3, the Braves 1. And we will see Hammer and Hank Aaron, Bobby Lowe, and Herman Long. Steven Strasburg with 2 strikeouts and 2 innings of work. The full count to Hammer and Hank. And Aaron swings, and this one, base hit. Right field, Hank Aaron aboard. So that's hit number 2 for the Atlanta Braves, and Aaron has some decent speed. Bobby Lowe now batting in the number 9 slot, the second baseman. Strasburg checks Aaron at first, and there's Bernie Strom. And as Ken Castro says, who doesn't love a good wank? Eh? That's right. Yep. Last weekend, this is it. The 2023 baseball season. The AL Central still not decided yet. Everybody else, they're ready to. Oh, on the AL West. So come on, American League, get it together here. Even though I'm not a Texas Rangers fan, hoping for Robbie's team to claim that AL West title. 2-2 pitch, and big swing and a miss. Bobby Lowe unable to catch up to the fastball from Steven Strasburg. Welcome in, Cousin Ken Castro. Bernie, you did a great broadcast, and that was your first one on Out of the Park Baseball, and I think you did an awesome job. I'm happy with my Pirates. We finished with, we were below 500, but we played some good baseball, and provided we don't have a fire sale, man, I am feeling good about the 2024 Pirates, and I'm like Ken Castro. I am ready for spring training. All right. Back at the top of the order for Atlanta, and Herman Long. Here's the 2-0 delivery from Steven Strasburg. Herman Long sends a short fly ball into center field. Ranging under it is Bryce Harper making the catch. 2 up, 2 down now. Tommy Holmes comes to the plate. Hank Aaron on at first. 3-1 your score in favor of Washington. 3-1 to Holmes. And this one, fastball taken for ball 4. Strasburg missing just off the corner on the inside. So 2 down now, and Hugh Duffy steps in. Aaron at second, Holmes at first. Strasburg from the high set, full count. And this one, fly ball, center field. This one deep, this one off the wall. And here comes Atlanta. 1 run will come in. Another run will come in. And Tommy Holmes is in there safe. Hugh Duffy with a 2 RBI double. And the Braves come back and tie it up. It's 3-3 here in the top of the third. What a ball game we have. It's an artillery barrage, baseball fans. That's all I can say. Speedy Hugh Duffy on at second. And here's Freddie Freeman. Need to get a picture for him. Nothing for 1 for Freeman. Here's the pitch. Freeman swinging on this first pitch. Fouled on the left-hand side. And running over is Gary Carter, making a lot of plays in foul territory today. Side retired, but the Braves tied up on 2 runs, 2 hits. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third, and we are knotted at 3 here at Nationals Park. Due up will be Vlad Guerrero, Bryce Harper, and Gary Carter. As Aaron Reed says, the 2023 season will come down to the last day. I think you're absolutely right. Ready for Red October. The Phillies once again in the postseason. So go Phils. An amazing series would be Phillies-Baltimore. I'm still thinking it's going to be Braves-Orioles, but it was so nice to see. Did you guys see the celebration at Camden Yards? Way to go, Orioles. Really, really happy for them. And, of course, for the Phils. Absolutely. And I'm just glad there's no New York team in the postseason. Yay. All right. Greg Maddux deals to Vlad Guerrero. Here's the 1-2 to Vlad. Guerrero swings, high pop fly in the infield. This one will not quite bring rain, but it will bring itself down into the glove of second baseman Bobby Lowe. So 1 away now, and here is Bryce Harper. Maddux with a 3-1 pitch to Harper. And this one just missing. Maddux issuing his second walk of the game. Maddux wanting that call, but that one just a bit outside. So Harper at first. He will steal the occasional base. Gary Carter, nothing for 1. Here's the 2-2 pitch to the kid. Struck out his last time up. And Carter lines this one center field. This will get down for a base hit. Huey Duffy wisely playing that one on the hop. So Gary Carter on at first, Bryce Harper at second. 1 down. I apologize for all the rats barking downstairs. They belong to the people who live downstairs. 2 on, 1 down. Ron Fairley 1 for 1 in this ball game. Greg Maddux with a 1-2 delivery. Fairley swings, and this one driven to center field, but it's the Hugh Duffy show out there in the center pasture. So 2 away, 2 on for Anthony Rendon, who belongs in that same school of strange batting stances as Mel Ott. Rendon, the way he holds the bat, you don't think he could get any sort of contact. It's sort of a Ty Cobb, but a lazy Ty Cobb. I always like watching Anthony Rendon hit. All right, here we go. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Rendon doubled his last time up, and this time lines this one to left. This will get down for a base hit. Rendon will have himself an RBI, and let me tell you, baseball fans, that the seesaw continues. Now the Nationals are back into the lead. Hey, welcome in. It's Cooney 007. Yep, no New York, St. Louis, or Boston this time. St. Louis finishing last in the National League Central, so and considerably behind my Pirates. So yeah, I don't mind when St. Louis is in. They're my second favorite baseball team, but no New York teams. Hurrah, hurrah! All right. So Phillies Orioles would be amazing, Cousin Ken, because if I could get the money, I could see the entire World Series if that would happen. I live very close to Philly and to Baltimore. All right, Vidro bats with 2 down. Washington with the run in. It's 4-3. Greg Maddux not looking sharp today. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. 2-0 delivery to Jose Vidro. Vidro swings this one hard, grounder to third, and Eddie Matthews up with it, and he will go to second to retire retire the runner. However, the Nats pick up 1 run on 2 hits, and they now lead the Braves 4-3. We'll see how long that lasts. Top of the 4th here for Atlanta, and we will see Chipper Jones, Eddie Matthews, who went yard his last time up, and Joe Torre. Chipper, 0-for-1. Steven Strasburg, his fan 3, walked 1. We are 16 minutes into this, going for a world record here as we get Steve Tate on. The 1-0 delivery to Chipper Jones. High fly ball to center field. Will it have the distance? Indeed it will. And what did we say? Atlanta has just tied it up here. This game is insane. So this one, 429 feet by the Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, DHing for these all-time great Atlanta Braves. And let's have a look at that one. 109.4, the exit velocity in S ball. So Chipper Jones tattoos this guy, and we're looking at about 6 rows back there. All right, say goodbye, Mr. Spalding. Here is Eddie Matthews. Matthews with a solo shot his last time up. The 1-0 delivery to Eddie. Strasburg delivers. Matthews, this one a little squibber out to short and making a nice play. Anthony Rendon with a nice running grab of that one, or another base hit that would have been. All right, Joe Torre, 0-for-1. The 2-1 pitch to Joe Torre. Torre swings, and this one drilled to left, but short of the track will be Tim Raines calling off Bryce Harper to make that catch. So 2 up, 2 down, or 2 down now for Hammer and Hank. He is 1-for-1. He has a single in this game. The 1-2 pitch coming from Strasburg. Aaron swings. This one gapped into right center. Extra bases. This is going to bounce just left of the big flag out there here at Nationals Park. And Hank Aaron will have himself a 2-out stand-up double. Joe Murdy says, "What's up, Beatles? Really something about out of the park I gave you yesterday, huh?" Absolutely. And as I answered you, my friends, or my friend Joe, there is no excuse. They need to make this game accessible. I'd love for you and Aaron to be able to play this game. It's so deep. It's as deep as Action PC Baseball, if not deeper in some ways. There's just no excuse. Maybe I'll write a letter to them too, just saying, hey, I have some friends. So Joe, I've got your back, man. I've got your back. There's no excuse that they can't do accessibility in this game. I realize this is not, they say it's not a text-based game, but yes, it is. It's a text-based game. And in fact, Joe, you can play this without the, for you and Aaron, the 3D view doesn't matter. I wonder if it would work putting this in classic 2D view. You would still have the out-of-the-park experience. And it might be accessible then by your software. So I'm going to have to test that out either with you or Aaron Reed. All right. Okay, so 2 down, Hank Aaron in scoring position. The Braves with 1 in. This has been just a crazy back-and-forth game. Strasburg with a 2-2 pitch. And Bobby Lowe swings. This one will come back to the mound. Strasburg will field it off the bump for the final out of the inning. However, Atlanta picks up a run on 2 hits, no errors, a runner left on, and the Braves have tied it up so very quickly. For the Atlanta Braves, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. For the Washington Nationals, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. And we'll have Trey Turner, Tim Raines, and Juan Soto due up for the Nats. Greg Maddux deals the 0-1 to Trey Turner. Turner cuts on this one, sinking liner to right, diving stop, and a great catch by Hank Aaron. That one definitely extra bases. We'll do a regular replay on that one rather than the super stats. But watch Aaron out there in right field. He dives, full body extension. That one was definitely going to the wall for extra base hits. Instead, just allowed out for Trey Turner. We'll get back to the top of the order now for the Washington Nationals, as Cousin Ken says his wife doesn't trust him in Philly alone. Hey, May, good afternoon. We have us our dead ball fan, or 19th century fan. So tonight, May, going to be an earlier game tonight, guys, not having to go into work. So look for 19th century baseball shortly after RJO Network. So 8:30, 9 o'clock this evening. We'll get an early start. Red Stockings, Grays. Spalding versus Sweeney. That will be this evening. For May and for Cousin Ken and whoever else cares for some 19th century baseball. And that's, I do. All right, Tim Raines here bats with 1 down, 1-for-2 in the game. Eddie Matthews cheating in a little bit at third. Seeing if Raines with speed might try to sneak his way on board. Maddux with the 1-0 to Tim Raines. Raines swinging away. This one line past third, and this is going to get into left field. Base hit. Tim Raines thought about 2. But Tommy Holmes, good momentum coming in on that ball, will hold Raines to the single, but Raines has incredible speed. Juan Soto now, the right fielder. Juan, he is nothing for 2 with a run batted in. And this Braves battery will be keeping a close eye on Mr. Raines. Here's the 3-1. And Raines is off with the pitch. And this will be Joe Torre, just can't even get the ball out of the glove. And Tim Raines picks up the steal. So Atlanta with a runner in scoring position, Washington with a runner in scoring position. See, this is what happens when I hurry games. But it's important. Greg Maddux deals the payoff pitch. Swung on, and this one, long drive to center field, and making the play in center will be Hugh Duffy. And no, this one just gets over his head. So bad camera angle here up here in the press box. Juan Soto slides in safe, and now Washington is back in the lead. These teams have just exchanged leads every single inning. Juan Soto now in scoring position. And that brings up Vlad Guerrero, who's nothing for 2. And Steve Bedrosian is now on, so Maddux gets the hook here in the bottom of the 4th. Bedrosian making his appearance here. 3 balls, no strikes on Guerrero. Guerrero takes ball 4. All right, so 2 aboard now for Washington and a run in. 5-4 your score. Bryce Harper in there now. Full count. Harper lined hard to first. It's a 3-6-3 inning-ending double play. First one we've seen in this game. However, the Nats pick up a run on 2 hits. They leave a runner in scoring position, and the Nats back in the lead. It's 5-4. We head to the top of the 5th, and we will see Herman Long, Tommy Holmes, and Hugh Duffy. Herman Long is 0 for 2 in the game. Strasburg deals the 0-2 pitch to Herman Long. And cut on and miss. Nice change up there by Strasburg, pulling the string for his 4th K of the game. Tommy Holmes now, nothing for 1. Strasburg into the wind in the 3-1 pitch. Holmes swings. This one weakly hit out to right field, and measuring it up and making the catch is Juan Soto. So 2 up, 2 down now for Hugh Duffy. So if Hugh Duffy makes the 3rd out, this will be the first time in this game that a team hasn't gone ahead in the game or tied it up. Duffy 1 for 2, 2 runs batted in. Strasburg has the sign from Carter. Here is the 0-2 to Hugh Duffy. Duffy, little number out in front of the plate. Not a problem as Gary Carter chases that one down. The Braves go down 1-2-3. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. It's the Nats 5, the Braves 4. It will be Gary Carter, Ron Fairley, and Anthony Rendon. Steve Bedrosian now stays on in relief of Greg Maddux. Not a sharp game for Greg Maddux, but very, very early in the season. Going to see great things from him, I'm sure. The 3-0 delivery to Gary Carter, who looks at 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone. So Bedrosian missing so far, coming in even less sharp than Greg Maddux. Here's Ron Fairley now. First baseman is 1 for 2 in the game. Full count. And this one, ball 4. So Gary Carter moves to second on the walk. Gary Carter was off with the pitch, but ball 4. 2 on now for Washington in the bottom of the 5th inning. Anthony Rendon, 2 for 2, a run batted in. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Steve Bedrosian. And Rendon drills this one to left field. Line drive, base hit. So here come the Nats. And the throw hits the cutoff man, Herman Long, and Washington Nationals have them loaded up. So, Joe, if we can figure out how to get this working in Classic 2D view for you guys, because at that point it is a pure text game. Really, really is. It's like a sexy version of PC Replay Baseball or Diamond Mine Baseball. You guys are in business, and then I can show you, as long as your software works with it, how to get around Out of the Park Baseball. I will warn you that Out of the Park, even when you're sighted, my friend, it's the UI has improved over the years, but we will have to take a couple times, maybe you, me, and Aaron, if we can work it out, get on here, kind of do a 3-way thing on Discord. I was able to help Aaron with Action PC and with Baseball for Windows. So I don't believe in giving up, but I am still going to write to Out of the Park myself, and maybe we can get other people in the baseball community here to do the same thing for our friends Joe Murdy and Aaron Reed. There's no excuse in 2023 why a company with the pockets of Out of the Park Baseball cannot make its game accessible. PC Replay, maybe I can give them a pass, but Out of the Park Baseball, bought by a huge conglomerate in Korea, or South Korea, 2 years ago now, they've got the pockets. They can do this. They don't have to recode that much. All right, here's Jose Vidro. Actually, it was up to me. I would strengthen the ADA and make it so that I know this is not going to be popular with a lot of guys here, because I know there's a lot of folks here that are more on the conservative side of the fence, but I think this isn't an issue of liberal conservative. I think that the ADA should be extended, that any computer product, whether it's a game or whatever, should be made accessible to those who are sightless or to those who cannot hear. That's just what I feel. Or if you have mobility issues, it needs to be, or at least fair enough. I mean, certainly if you have mobility issues, some Twitch games are going to be hard, but for the sightless, come on, it's 2023. All right, anyhow, Jose Vidro, that's my editorial for the day, gents. Jose Vidro batting with the bases loaded, nobody out. Washington with a chance to bust it open here. Vidro 1 for 2, not known as a strong power hitter, but this is baseball. All right, and Vidro swings on this first pitch, high fly ball center field, and running over to his right and pulling it down is Hugh Duffy, tagging at third. Here's the throw to the plate, not in time. Gary Carter comes in, and for the first time in this game, a team leading now by more than 1 run. So the Nats leading 6-4 in this crazy-ass game. Ron Fairley at second, Anthony Rendon at first. Bottom of the order now, Trey Turner, nothing for 2. A run batted in for him. The 1-2 pitch. Turner, big cut and a miss. So Steve Bedrosian finally finds the strike zone and picks up a K there. So 2 on, 2 down. We're back at the top of the order for Tim Raines, who's having a good day at the plate. He is 2 for 3. The 1-1 pitch. Tim Raines swings, line, but right to first. Freddie Freeman making the catch. However, the Washington Nationals pick up some padding here and lead the Braves 6-4 as we head to the top of the 6th. Don't know where Steve Tate is. Hopefully he knows I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. We're only a half hour in. Steve said an hour, so we're going to keep going at this pace, guys. Freddie Freeman, Chipper Jones, Eddie Matthews. Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2. Strasburg, 4 strikeouts and a walk. Here is the 2-2 pitch. He popped out his last time up, and this time, Freddie Freeman, big swing and a miss. Good changeup by Steven Strasburg, 5th strikeout of the game. Chipper Jones now, 1 for 2. Chipper with a solo shot in this game. The 0-2 delivery, that was back in the 4th. Chipper Jones, and this one just past second base into right field for a base hit. Vidro reaches through it, but it goes through the wickets, baseball fans. Chipper Jones on at first. And here's Eddie Matthews. Eddie solo shot. He went yard big time. Full count. Matthews looks at ball 4. Here we go. 2 on for the Atlanta Braves. 1 down. I should just call them the Braves since there's Braves from all 3 Braves franchises here, or cities. Joe Torre, for instance, with the Milwaukee Braves. 0 for 2. Strasburg looking to turn 2 here. The 2-2 pitch to Joe Torre. Torre, big swing and a miss. He'll take the strikeout as well. So 2 down here, and it's Hammer and Hank Aaron. Perfect 2 for 2 today for him. The 1-0. And Aaron crushes this one to center field. It's off the wall. 1 run's going to come in. Hank Aaron is going to have himself a double. And stopping at third base will be Eddie Matthews. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. And coming in now will be Tyler Clippard. So Steven Strasburg's day is done. The Braves are back to within 1. It's 6-5, baseball fans. And here's Bobby Lowe, 0 for 2. Eddie Matthews at third. Hank Aaron at second. The 1-2 pitch to Bobby Lowe from Tyler Clippard. A called strike 3. Big strikeout. So the Braves strand 2, but they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Nationals 6th and the Braves 5. All right. So it'll be Juan Soto, Vlad Guerrero, Bryce Harper. Bedrosian, 1 strikeout, 3 walks. On in relief of Greg Maddux. The 0-2 pitch to Juan Soto. Soto swings, fly ball right field. Medium deep, coming in and making the catch is Hank Aaron. So he and Duffy converging. Aaron making the catch with that gold glove out there in right field. Hugh Duffy, of course, a Hall of Famer. These teams are loaded. Vladimir Guerrero. Now he is 0 for 2. 0-2 pitch to Vlad. Guerrero, swing and a miss. Nice slider there. So Bedrosian picking up a 2nd strikeout. Joe Murray says, I agree, Beatles. I'd like to be able to try out the park sometime. Said before, wish action had exit velocity, including the way they include home run distance. Yeah, so do I. I wouldn't be surprised that Dave does add that for Action PC24. And guys, remember, not to wish our lives away, but that's going to be out in, so how crazy is this, right? October, November 8th. We're about 9 to 10 weeks from the release of the new Action PC baseball. All right. So Bryce Harper bats with 2 down. He is 0 for 1. Bedrosian, here's the full count. And Harper, who bounced into a double play last time, will draw the walk. Ball 4 way inside. So Bedrosian's day is done. And now Gene Garber will come in to pitch. So the Braves hitting the bullpen. This is pitcher number 3. We started with Maddux, then Bedrosian, now Gene Garber. Gary Carter, 1 for 2. Bryce Harper on at first. 6-5 Nationals lead in the bottom of the 6th. And Garber promptly comes in and picks up the strikeout. So there's a walk, a man left, and the Nats holding on to the 6-5 lead as we head to the top of the 7th. Herman Long, Tommy Holmes, and Hugh Duffy due up for the Bravos. Tyler Clippard in relief now for Steven Strasburg, who got in a little bit of trouble back in the 6th. Tyler Clippard already has a strikeout. Herman Long, 0 for 3. As Cooney says, take me out to the ball game. And that's exactly how Robert would do it, right? Here's the 1-0 delivery to Herman Long. Struck out his last time up. And this one, soft liner to right. And measuring up and making it play is Juan Soto, who says, that's my name on that ball. Tommy Holmes, nothing for two. Clippard winds, and a 3-1 pitch to Tommy. Tommy looks at ball 4 low. So Atlanta with a tying run on. And here's Hugh Duffy, who is a superb contact hitter. And Hugh Duffy had some power in the 19th century. In this game, 1 for 3, 2 runs batted in. Tyler Clippard with a check of Tommy Holmes at first. The 3-1. Duffy swings, and this could be a 2-ball. 6 to 4, and it's going to be a fielder's choice. Vidro unable to get the relay throw off. So Hugh Duffy on 2 down for Freddie Freeman, who was nothing for 3. Braves would like to see him tied up right here. The full count to Freeman. Cut on, and this one through the mound and grounded to short, and this one dropped by Trey Turner. And that gift, otherwise known as an error, will allow the Bravos to stay alive now. 2 down, 2 on. Hugh Duffy with speed at second. Freddie Freeman trailing at first. Chipper Jones, 2 for 3, already a home run in this game. Tyler Clippard needs to work carefully around Chipper. The 2-2 pitch. Chipper Jones looks at a knee-buckling fastball. 99 on the gun. So the Braves, strand 2, they do not score. Bottom of the 7th, we go. And it's going to be Mike Remlinger now. So we're going to see the 4th Braves pitcher. So Gene Garber worked to a batter. That's it. Ron Fairley, Anthony Rendon, Jose Vidro. All right. I forgot where this is normalized to, Joe. I'll check it the next time I play it, and I'll let you know in the Discord or the next broadcast. I'm not sure. I forget what this is normalized to right now. So, but it's a great file. I love this one. This might be, I will say, I think of any baseball sim I played, this one I found, and this is something somebody's made. This one is a great all-time grades league because it integrates all of the databases in Out of the Park Baseball. It's brilliant, and I love it. All right, which means I'm going to be doing a lot with this league. In fact, the next McGreevy may be an Out of the Park Baseball instead of Action PC. All right, just because of this database, this league, I'll be able to do McGreevy really easily with this. All right, here is Ron Fairley, 1 for 2. Mike Remlinger, ready to deal. Remlinger, don't know how to say his name. Let's say Remlinger. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Fairley, and he takes inside. So ball 1, trying to move this game along here. I still got 22 minutes until Steve Tate beats me up. All right, here's Anthony Rendon. Perfect 3 for 3 with a run batted in. Fairly conservative leadoff second. Remlinger has the sign from Joe Torre. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Rendon. Singled his last time up. Little squibber in front of the plate. Joe Torre's going to go to second. Good heads-up play. But Bobby Lowe can't get the handle on it, so cannot make the relay to turn 2. So the 1-4-3 double play does not happen. Rendon on in the fielder's choice. And that brings up Jose Vidro. 1 for 2. 2 runs batted in. 6-5 your score. Lemminger checks Rendon. The occasional threat to steal. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on. This one bounded short. And that's going to be a good old third out of the inning. So great play by Herman Long. We're not going to replay it just for time's sake. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on. 6-5 Nats. We go to the top of the 8th. And we will see Javier Vasquez now on for the Washington Nationals. Eddie Matthews, Joe Torre, and Hank Aaron due up. Eddie 1 for 2 with a solo shot. He walked his last time up. And Matthews scorches this one. Deep drive to left field. And this one is out of here. Eddie Matthews ties it up. Second home run of the game. 386 feet by Mr. Matthews. One of the good guys in the game, Eddie Matthews. So Matthews, we're going to look at this one again. Matthews, 386 feet, going the opposite way. Just shows the power that Eddie Matthews had. And this one, about 3 rows back over there. So Bryce Harper kind of making a show of it, but no way he was going to get to that ball. We're, again, tied at 6. Oh, hey, right, Joe Murdy says Braves are interesting in all-time leagues like this, being in 3 different cities, going back so far into history, and so, yes. Even 1992 notwithstanding, my good friend. You're absolutely right. They are technically, actually, the Braves are actually the oldest franchise in baseball, not Cincinnati. So a little trivia there for you. You could look it up, as Casey Stengel would say. Braves, rich history. I don't hate the Braves. I just haven't forgiven them for 1992. Probably never will. Actually, I haven't forgiven Sid Bream because he still has the temerity, the cojones, the alacrity, if you will. Although it's not alacrity, has nothing to do with his speed, but the temerity to still live in the Pittsburgh area. The bum. But he does great for charity, so it's all right. And in fact, Joe, I think your Braves are the strongest team in the postseason. No disrespect to Cousin Ken or to any Orioles fan. I don't see how anybody's going to take down the Braves. I don't see it. But then again, I thought the Dodgers were going to take it all last year, so don't listen to my predictions. All right, Javier Vasquez deals to Joe Torre, the 0-2 pitch, and Torre, swing and a miss. Sinker inside, beautiful pitch by Javier Vasquez. He picks up the K. All right, Hank Aaron now. Hammer and Hank, 3 for 3, run batted in. 2-2 pitch to Hammer and Hank. Aaron swings, and this one driven to center field, back toward the track, and making a nice catch is Bryce Harper. So 2 away for Bobby Lowe. He has nothing for 3. Full count to Bobby Lowe. Struck out his last time, and this one just a little flare out into left field. And measuring it up and bringing it down is Mr. Tim Raines. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. The Braves tie it up as we go to the bottom of the 8th. They score 6-6. The line for the Atlanta Braves, 6-8-0. For the Washington Nationals, 6-9-1. That brings up Trey Turner, then Tim Raines and Juan Soto in this tie score. We go to the bottom of the 9th and it's tied. We will autoplay the rest of the game, guys. 42 minutes. This is not like me to rapid fire broadcast, but I just felt like doing a game quickly before I saw Steve coming into Bernie's broadcast. So Runlinger deals. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Trey Turner. And Turner smacks this one into right field. And Trey Turner is on at first. Hank Aaron getting the ball quickly, and Trey Turner with good speed at first. It brings up Tim Raines now. Good hit and run tandem here. But are you going to run on Joe Torre? You're going to take that kind of chance. Tim Raines, 2 for 4. Remlinger checks Trey Turner first. Freeman playing right on the bag. Here's the delivery. And off to the races and gunned down. Trey Turner is... Joe Torre was waiting for that, and that was a howitzer coming from behind the plate, sports fans. Tim Raines back in there. The count 2-2 on Tim. Tim Raines, swing and a miss. Fastball. Remlinger not afraid to bring the gas. 2 down now for Juan Soto. He has batted in 2 in this game. 1 for 4 overall. Remlinger with the 2-2 pitch. 2 down. Swing and a miss. Remlinger coming in and getting it done quickly. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the 9th. And we are knotted at 6 here at Nationals Park. Opening day for the Nationals, home opener. And opening day here really for the Braves on the road. It'll be Herman Long, Tommy Holmes, Hugh Duffy due up for the Braves. And it'll be Ugeth Urbina now for the Nats. Urbina ready to deal to Herman Long. Still looking for his first hit today. He's 0 for 4. Flied out his last time up. And this one driven to left, and this will get down for a base knock. Boo Birds out here at Nationals Park. That's the 9th safety for the Atlanta Braves, and it brings up Tommy Holmes. Tommy Holmes, nothing for two. Urbina checks the speedy long at first. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes, and the throw down by Gary Carter, and there's no way he is going to get Herman Long. So Trey Turner trying to get the glove down, but Herman Long just too fast. Count now. A runner on second. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Tommy Holmes. Swung on. This one twists foul. Left-hand side, running over toward the stands, and a diving catch. What a play by Tim Raines. Oh my God, what a play by Tim Raines. And yeah, we're looking at that one again. Tim Raines. This one just crazy. So look at this ball just twisting everywhere, and Tim Raines, bam, right. So amazing, it goes right through the damn seats. How about it? Tim Raines, what a great play. So Herman Long actually, in a rare gesture, doffs his cap to the left fielder. Tim Raines covered a hell of a lot of distance on that one. Wow. Man, oh man. All right. So Urbina now, ready to deal. Here's the pitch to Hugh Duffy. And going to third is Herman Long to throw the tag. And Herman Long has his second steal of the season, and he is now at third. The Braves trying to manufacture the go-ahead run here. Hugh Duffy back in the box. The 1-2 pitch. Strike three. Duffy looks at strike three. Oh, looks like Gary Carter might have framed that strike three pitch. Indeed, pulling it up. That one was low, so good job by the kid to frame it. It's up to Freddie Freeman. Can he get a safety here? A little gift. All right, Urbina has the sign from Gary Carter. Herman Long at third. Out of the stretch, the full count. Freddie Freeman looks at ball four. So Urbina not out of it yet as that fastball misses low. Urbina wanting to live down in the strike zone a little bit. All right, here is Chipper Jones. Yes. Yeah, he faces through the seats. How about it, May? Right? But, I mean, that was just such a great play. Graphic weirdness aside. Tim Raines, just such a great player. How about it? Joe Murray even says it. Amazing player and outfielder. In my estimation, Tim Raines, one of the greatest of all time. All right, Chipper Jones bats with runners at the corners. Chipper with a home run in this game. He's 2 for 4. The 0-1 pitch to Jones. Swing. Oh my God, this one is going to get past Gary Carter. And coming home to score is Herman Long. So score that one a pass ball on Gary Carter, and because of Herman Long getting around the base paths in that good old-fashioned way that May and Ken Castro and I love, it's a 7-6 Braves lead now here with 2 down. Chipper Jones back in the box to count full on Jones. Chipper swings. This one, sinking liner left, base hit. Chipper Jones, here comes the throw to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. Coming in to score is Freddie Freeman, and the Atlanta Braves add a little cushion, 8-6 here in the top of the 9th inning. Hell of a game we have going on here, and here's the great Eddie Matthews. What a day Eddie's having. The Braves win this one. He is MVP. 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 2 solo shots for him. Chipper Jones on at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Eddie. Matthews goes down swinging. Urbina gets the strikeout, but could be one batter too late. We go to the bottom of the 9th, and Craig Kimbrell will come on and try to get the save here for the Atlanta Braves. Andrew Jones into play center field now. And those are the defensive substitution, but all kinds of gold glove action going on here for the Braves. Torrey at catcher, Freeman at first, Aaron in right, Andrew Jones in center. All right, Craig Kimbrell ready to deal. He has the sign from Joe Torre. Vlad Guerrero, nothing for 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Guerrero swings. This one hard grounder to short, and plenty of time for Herman Long. Fires on to Freddie Freeman for the 6-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down. There's Toes. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. John Schneider is the worst manager in baseball history. So we will see. You guys agree with that? Welcome into our family and to the channel there, Toes. And again, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please do correct me. All right, here's Bryce Harper batting with one down. Craig Kimbrell into the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Harper will remain hitless in this one, swinging at a bad pitch. Chasing on the Kimbrell offering, two down, and it's up to Gary Carter. And they are on their feet here at Washington, trying to urge the kid on. Kimbrell with the 1-1 pitch. And Gary Carter swings, fly ball center field, and making the nice easy catches. Andrew Jones, a hell of a ball game. Atlanta takes this from Washington 8-6. 8-10-0 for Atlanta, 6-10-1 for the Nats. And what a game. Quick recap, and we'll get the hell out of here. And I think Steve Tate will be up very, very soon. It said Taves. All right, thank you very much. Taves it is. All right, and I will remember that. So welcome in, Taves. Good to see you. All right, so Eddie Matthews rips home run number 300. So back-to-back gone. Eddie Matthews hit his 300th home run tonight against the Nats. So you got to remember, when these guys are brought into these leagues, it'll be a certain point in their career. So we know Eddie Matthews, of course, hit more than 300. So that's how these work. Love it. Matthews smiled as he rounded all the bases and got mobbed by his teammates at home plate, which they got to show that in this game on those things. The game did stop momentarily as the Braves celebrated his accomplishment. Eddie says he was swinging for the fences. The pitch looked like a giant grapefruit. Another check off my bucket list. I'll now be setting my sights on the next milestone. And we know Eddie Matthews will be doing this at least 200 more times. Braves third baseman went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 2 runs batted in, with the Braves with the 8-6 win over the Nationals. So there we go. So right now, as of this game, Eddie Matthews hitting 281 with 1,223 hits, 181 doubles, 42 triples, 301 homers, and 779 ribbies to date. And he has scored 823 times. Let's see, what a mess is this. So Vasquez gets the blown save. Ugueth Urbina tagged with the loss. The winning pitcher, Mike Remlinger, and Craig Kimbrell gets the save. Player of the game is Eddie Matthews. Guys, that's it. I will let you go. And just very quickly, thanks to Bernie Strom, to Taves, welcome in, Aaron Reed, Joe Murdy, May, thank you very much. It's Cooney 007, Cousin Ken Castro, the heart and soul of our channel, and Aaron Reed first in the ballpark today. Guys, Steve Tate is going to be doing an update on his F-ball project with Christopher Slovic, and I am done, and Steve still has 8 minutes to spare. See you guys this evening for 19th Century Baseball, the 1884 Providence Grays, the 1875 Boston Red Stockings, Albert Goodwill Spalding versus Charlie Sweeney. Going to be a hell of a game. Hope to see you there. Take care, guys. See you around the batting cage.